One day, a young man decided he would leave his village to find true satisfaction. He believed it was waiting for him in a distant, bustling city. Packing a small bag, he bid a brief farewell to his elderly mother, who simply smiled and wished him well. He journeyed for weeks, facing hardships and loneliness, all for the promise of a better life. In the city, he found work, but his heart felt empty. The noise was deafening, the faces were strange, and the satisfaction he sought was nowhere to be found. Defeated, he traveled back home. As he approached his old house, the smell of his mother's cooking filled the air. She sat on the porch waiting with the same gentle smile. In that moment, watching her, he felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. He realized with a jolt that he had traveled the world only to find that everything he had ever been looking for was right where he had left it. Before you search far and wide, look around you. Maybe what you're seeking is already home. One day, a young man was brushing his teeth, letting the tap run freely. His elderly neighbor, watering a single potted plant with a small cup, watched him from the adjacent balcony. The young man smirked. "Why save so little? It won't make a difference." The old man simply smiled. Years passed, and a severe drought struck the city. Water was rationed to a few hours a day. The young man stood in a long queue, his throat parched, waiting for his meager share. He looked over at his neighbor's balcony, where the once small plant had grown into a lush, fruit-bearing vine. He remembered his own wasted water, now a luxury he couldn't afford. As the neighbor offered him a juicy fruit from the vine, the young man realized with shame that every drop he had wasted was a drop someone else had cherished. Before you waste, think about it. The excess you discard today could be the very thing you desperately need tomorrow. One afternoon, a young man sat in a park, sketching in his notebook, surrounded by crumpled-up pages of his failed attempts. He watched an old man nearby, effortlessly carving a small, beautiful bird from a block of wood. The young man thought, "If only I had a gift like that, I wouldn't waste my time drawing these scribbles." He sighed, closed his notebook, and decided to give up for the day. As he stood to leave, the old man called out to him. With a kind smile, the carver offered him the finished wooden bird. The young man took it, feeling a mix of admiration and envy for the old man's talent. "It's beautiful," he mumbled. "I could never make something like this." The old man simply pointed to the young man's notebook and said, "I thought the same thing until I started." The young man opened his notebook one last time. Tucked inside the back cover was a small, dusty wood carving kit, a gift from his grandfather he had never opened. If mine was here, he thought in shock, then his talent wasn't a gift, it was a choice. He realized with a jolt that he was the one who had kept his own talent locked away. Before you give up, look within. Perhaps your greatest gift is the one you have yet to open.